All right, check this bad boy out. This is the 2022 Suburban LT Duramax 3.0, and I get a test drive this baby today. Pretty sweet, huh? Well, that's what I thought too. I got something to show you. You see right here, this electronic parking brake. Really can't call it an emergency brake anymore. And then if you come over here to the right, you see this new push button and cluster they have right here. And now this is how you control the gears. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Until I started thinking a little bit and kind of some practicality issues and towing and actually kill you if you think about it. And I'm going to explain why. So as I mentioned, right? Pretty cool rig, right? But there's a major flaw in these things. And, you know, going electronic isn't always better. And, you know, this kind of speaks a little bit to the Burb and taking all those electronics out. Well, Chevy made a huge oversight, and the engineers messed up big time. And, you know, little old Rocky over here, it didn't take much for me to figure this one out. So I'm a little disappointed in GM, to tell you the truth. And as I'm test driving this car, I'm still waiting for some answers. And I don't think I'm going to get them. And I don't know if I'll be able to get this car if I can't get the answer I want. So, as I was mentioning, right, you have this electronic push start thing. Well, cool, right? And not that cool when you're going down a decline or going up an incline and all of a sudden your battery dies or your truck loses power and maybe you get waterlogged, hit a big puddle, truck's dead in the water. Well, now, since it has an electronic shifter, you can see I got no column shift, right? I just got these push buttons. Well, if the truck's dead, these aren't going to work, and it's going to be stuck in whatever gear I was last in, right? So if I'm going down the hill with a big 32-foot trailer, and this engine shuts off, or the battery dies, or something, I'm stuck in gear, and I have no way to downshift. I have no way to put it in neutral. The only thing is I'm stuck in that drive, whether it's third, fourth, whatever gear that thing is in. And the scary part about that, right? The only thing I had to stop is using my hydraulic brakes. Well, that's a little scary because the more you push on it, it feels resistance and it might not stop on you. Well, and the only situation you have down that hill or up that hill to keep your truck stopped is to hold your foot on the brake. And you practically can't jump out of the vehicle to still start the vehicle because if you took your foot off that brake, your truck's going. You can't put it in park, can't put it in neutral, you can't do nothing. And you can't even engage that e-brake or the parking brake. It's not an emergency brake anymore. You can't even engage that now because it's all electronic. So I am dead in the water until someone can come around, open my hood, jumpstart my truck, or, you know, and this is not, and I'm saying this is or what if, as you see the smile on my face, right? You see the smile? Because the dealership told me that the other option I have is a manual tool, right? And I could take a manual tool and I can go underneath there while my wife has, or while my wife or somebody has their foot on the brake, right? And I'll go underneath there and I'll pop that thing into neutral to park. But the problem is it doesn't go either way. So it only goes from neutral to park, not park to neutral. So that still does me no good. I'd have to take it to the shop to do it anyways. So if the truck is on the side of the road and I'm pushing that brake to keep it still, I'm kind of screwed. So yeah, really, this thing is kind of a death trap in that situation. So I would not want to be driving downhill in a rainy condition, hitting a big puddle, and then all of a sudden, right, my truck's waterlogged, my computer's fried, no power to the truck, battery's dead, alternator's out, whatever scenario that caused that truck to die. Now I can't shift gears, I'm stuck in drive, using my brake, and I can't get my truck back on. Kind of a scary situation, really. And that e-brake, like I said, is not an e-brake anymore, not an emergency brake. It's just a parking brake because it's only controlled electronically. And so the only way for GM to fix this, well, I wouldn't say only way, but the easiest way for GM to fix this is take away that electronic parking brake and put that manual cable back in. So at least I can force that thing on, or at least put an e-brake on and take my foot off the brake so I can go jump my car. Because right now, it is not very practical, and it's going to kill somebody. And GM, Rocky told you so. So whether or not I buy this truck is going to be determined on whether or not GM can give me a viable answer or give me a safe or a safe answer for my family, because really, it's not acceptable for what they're giving me. And I'm a little disappointed, but I don't want to give this baby up, because you know why? It's the Duramax. These suckers are gonna get harder and harder to find. So hopefully GM can let me keep this diesel, and I can have this thing riding with the big Burb. This is gonna be hers, and well, this is gonna be hers, and the big Burb's gonna be mine. So his and her Burbs, huh? Yeah, I'm a little crazy, but you wouldn't be watching me if I wasn't. Big Burb, big bad Burb.